scatter kickoff.
I formation.
This is very good courtesy, I don't think.
I formation, long count. There's a snap, and it out to the left, rolls out to the left. He keeps it. He's up to the 50, the 45, and he's going to make a 1st and 10 for the Buffalo.
We'll put it on the 41st.
Wide receiver to the near side. Long count. Holy Cross looks over, man in motion. Makes everybody promise to jump. There's a handoff to Wayne Brown through the middle of the line, and he picks up about 7 yards. Out setbacks. Holy Cross over the ball. Wide receivers both sides of the field. On a medium count, there's a handoff, and it was handed off to Severado, and Severado was hit immediately 4-yard line. 37-yard line, excuse me. 37-yard line. I formation. Holy Cross over the ball. He takes a snap. He rolls out to his left again. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be caught before he picks up the 1st and 10. It's short 2 yards. As the Buffaloes come up over the ball, I formation. Wingman to the far side. There's a handoff to Wayne Brown, and he doesn't make it. He's hit immediately on the line of scrimmage. Work as Robinson was there waiting on him. They had a tough defensive line over here on the right side. Robinson comes out. There's a snap, hands off to his fullback, and he breaks through for about 10 yards and a 1st and
6'1", 185 pounds. He's a junior. He'll be back next year.
And a quick formation, no offense. There's a handoff to the right. Halfback, he breaks through for about another 5 yards. It's going to be a second. We got 2 wingman set, 1 fullback. Hands off to his fullback to the middle, and he's met and hit immediately. Pickup of maybe a 2-yard down Ridge Farm. There's a snap. He keeps it, pitches out on the option. He's across the 35, the 40, the 45, the 30, 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and we almost had a clip down there.
Yeah, we had a clip, but it
wasn't called. Wasn't called. We've got a man down out there from Robinson, too. So Robinson scores. There's no flags on the field with 6 minutes
That was one that led the blocking that knocked the contained man out of there from Georgetown that opened that play up.
Oh boy, when he broke to the outside, there was no stopping. He had another blocker with him. The goal line. And the Robinson Maroons strike real fast. And are on the scoreboard 6-0. We still got a man down from Robinson. Hopefully he's okay. He seems to have full facility of both legs and his arms. They're working on his upper chest. I think it must have been wind knocked out of him. That can be a frightful experience. As he gets up, still holding his chest and his stomach, and he walks off on his own power, so he's fine. That's always great news. 6-0 Robinson, 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to go.
I tell you, on a cold night like this, it always intensifies that pain just a little bit, too.
It really does. Robinson. And we got a flag down. I don't know who the penalty was against. They were going to go for it. I think and Robinson over the ball on a long count. Try to get as many yards as you can on penalties down there. Man in motion. And there's a flag. We got
they're going to go for
deep
2.
Set back. Now they're shifting into a kick formation. Holder comes back. There's a snap, the kick, it's up, and it's good. Right. There's the kick.
Applegate.
A long count, takes a snap, hands it off to Severado. Severado breaks 1 tackle, and he picks up and fumbles the ball. And it's going to be a Robinson 1st and 10. Robinson 1st and 10. Ball resting on a 37-yard line. There's a pitch to the outside, off to the left side. He's down to the 30, and a 1st and 10, I'm sure.
He does have a lot of speed.
And the Maroons come up over the ball, a 2nd and about 1. Hand off to the fullback. He picks up enough for 1st and 10 and a couple more from Severado. There's a snap, and he hands it off to the left back. He breaks to the side. He has a nice hole through there. He goes through for about a 10-yard. So that's going to bring up a 1st and 10. And the ball resting on about the 12-yard line. There's a snap, a hand off to the fullback, and he's hit immediately. And so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 11 for Robinson. 5 taking an awful long time out there on the snap, and he's going to have to get the ball off quick. There's a snap. He hands off, and he's hit immediately. Breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles out there. In there for the 3rd and 7 with 4 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in the 1st quarter. Signal is play from the sidelines on a long count. A full house backfield. There we got a slot man to the left, man in motion. There's a snap, a pitch out to the left half, and he breaks through, and I think he picked up another 1st and 10, Larry.
Yeah, he did. He's
5'8", 152-pound halfback. And boy, he shows a lot of speed. Again, a 2-year letterman for Robinson in the state playoffs last year. A full house backfield. Robinson comes up over the ball. A big gap on over the left guard, and the quarterback sneak off to the left, and he scores. Robinson came out with it, and he looks over to the sidelines for play. That they are in a formation to go for 2. Going on a long count, we'll see. There's a snap, hands off to the center, option off to the left side. He's going to be hit, but I think he drug everybody in with him. Now, Wilton didn't count. Now is Robinson 13, Georgetown nothing. Got a flag down. Clip.
Put this off and move the ball down and make a quick score here.
Wide receiver to the near side of the field, I formation, split left. There's a snap, pitch out to Brown. Brown's around the line of scrimmage, breaks 1 tackle. He's in the open. He's up to the 50, the 45, 40, the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 5. Touchdown, Georgetown.
Well, that's a great confidence builder.
And he really didn't get touched on that. He really poured it on, and he just widened the gap. He had a couple of opportunities from Robinson. They're going for it. There's a snap and hand off to Catney, and I don't think Catney made it.
Yeah.
Quarter, it's Georgetown Ridge Farm 6, Robinson 13.
Back deep for the left. Ball deep for the Maroons. Calvin Fox and Dawson.
And welcome back to
Get a little inspiration from the offense. We got it flat.
2 wide receivers to the far side. A slot man left. On a long count, man in motion slot takes a snap, and he hands it off to the fullback, and the fullback's hit. Outside. And a stacked backfield. There's a snap, a pitch out to the wingman. He's wide open. He gets up to the line of scrimmage and picks up about 5 yards for 3rd down and 7 yards for the Maroons. I got wide receivers both sides of the field. Lone back, fullback by himself back there. The quarterback comes up over the ball. Looks over the Buffalo defense. On a long count, there's a snap. That's exactly illegal procedure against Robinson. It's what they're looking at it. Robinson comes out. 2 slot men. Man in motion there. He's going back. He's going to pass. He's got a man wide open, and he overthrows him. Man back here to receive. And he's lined up on about the 40-yard line. Larry, repeating us sound like an echo. Now Severado goes back to join him. There's a snap. There's the punt. It's low driver, but carries down to the 25, down to the 20. Severano picks it up. He goes right, goes left, and he's hit immediately as the special team out there. Well, as the Buffaloes come out, wide receivers both sides of the field. There's a snap and a handoff to Wayne Brown, and Wayne Brown gets back to the line of scrimmage, cruise around East Central Illinois. There's the Buffaloes out in the I formation. Holy Cross comes up over the ball. They're set. There's a snap. Holy Cross fakes a handoff, and he's got a face mask.
Called it.
With a face mask, and that's going to be a play. Robinson in a six-man line. I formation. Holy Cross over the ball. Wayne Brown, the deep set back, and there's...
back in their sails, and they're ready to go. They got the ball. First and 10 from their own 40.
And back at Ike Birch Field, we got a wide receiver to the far side, slot man left, a handoff to Wayne Brown up the middle, and he picks up about 6 yards, 46-yard line. I formation, wide receiver to the far side, slot man Severado to the left. Holy Cross takes a snap. He goes back. He's going to pass it. He's got a man open, and overthrew him. It could have been picked off on the 46-yard line. Their own 46-yard line. I formations, wide receiver to the left side, slot man left. Wayne Brown, the deep running back. There's a snap, and
Holy Cross
field positions themselves. Buffalo's out in the running. They're going to go for it in running formation. There's a snap, and he's hit, and boy, he's going to be close to the first and 10. Awful close. They're going to have to measure this one. He hit short about a good 6 inches.
Yeah, length of the ball.
49-yard line. First and 10, Robinson. Full backfield. There's a handoff to left half. Breaks off the left tackle, and he's going to pick up a first and 10, and he carries it all the way down.
There for him.
True blood. A lot of power, a lot of quickness and speed. There's a snap, and he hands it off to the fullback, and he picks up about 3 on a hurry-up offense. Quarterback comes up, and we got a flag down. Illegal procedure. I think you're absolutely right. They come up over the ball. Looks over the Buffalo defense. A man in motion. Comes up on the line, a man in motion again. There's a snap. He rolls out to his left, and he keeps it. He picks up 8, about 9 yards, close to a first and 10 for directions on a long count. They're down. Man in motion, back up to the line of scrimmage. There's a snap, and he hands off. He's off to down to the 15 to 10, and driven out of bounds there.
Brown came up and made the
wide receiver to the near side, a hurry-up offense. Full house backfield, and we've got a 10 and 51. Be able to get a first and 10 out of this now as they put the yard markers down. Robinson with a man in motion. There's a snap off the left side, a pitch out to Trueblood, and he scampers in untouched. Robinson again looking like they're going to go for 2. They do that and then go back into the kick formation. Long count, full house backfield, man in motion. They are indeed going to go for 2. He rolls out the left, hands off to the fullback, a fumble. And the quarterback picks it up himself, but he can't go anywhere with it, and that fails.
Brown and Severano with the short kick, and it's an onside. Short kick, and he's away from it. He's away from it.
Welcome back to Georgetown Ridge Farm High School, Ike Birch Field. Robinson goes for an out over the ball. On the near side stripes. First and 10, 2 slot backs, man. The lay of the game, 48-yard line of Georgetown Ridge Farm. There's a snap. He rolls back. He's going to pass. He's got plenty of room. He's going to run it. He's back to the line of scrimmage. He gets hit the second time and knocked forward for about a 40. And it's clipped against Robinson. Robinson with a full house. Wide receivers to the near side of the field. As he looks over the defense, barks out his orders so everybody can hear him. On a long count, takes a snap, hands it off to his fullback. He's going to pass it. Ball floats up there and it almost, well, it's line. And they throwing a couple of passes. There's the snap, or the pitch coming to the man to the other side, and he's going to be out there and hit, and he gets no yardage, maybe a loss of a half a yard. And out here for the Buffaloes, makes a stop, and it's going to be 3rd down and 22 yards for the Maroons. Wide receivers to the far side of the field. The lone back, slot man right. Unbalanced to the left. He rolls back. He's going to pass again. He's being chased. It's going to be a screen. He catches it on the 50, the 45, the 30, and he's knocked out of bounds on the 20. Full house backfield. Wide receiver to the far side. And he's checking over with his sidelines for the play. On a long count. Wide receiver to the far side takes a snap. He rolls out, hands it off. And boy, there was a nice hole there that was opened up quick and closed. It's got some speed, but he's getting some holes out there for him too.
Yes, he is.
Credit to the right side blocking over there, and there's a flag down again. We'll have, this time it's encroachment, but on a 15-yard line, 1st and 10 Robinson. Full house backfield. Buffalo's in a 4-4 defense. On a long count, wide receiver to the far side. He goes out on the option. He rolls out to the right, and nobody there to pick him up. And a quarterback takes it all. All he needs 2 yards for another 1st and 10, or 1st and goal. Actually, full house. He hands off to his fullback off to the right side. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage and hit hard, but he may have gotten a penalty against the Buffaloes. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Full house backfield. Wide receiver to the far side. Again, Robinson takes a long time getting information from the bench. They take all the time they can use. On that, there's a snap. He rolls out and hands it off to Trueblood. Trueblood goes across for the touchdown from 4 yards out.
When he gets that ball, it's almost like they're rolling out for an option, and he just hands the ball off.
Well, he's got Brent Parker out there, 6'1", 240-pound guard. That helps.
Yeah, that's true. That's some good size up there.
There's a man in motion. They're going for 2 points. Rolls out, hands it off to his fullback up to center, and I believe he's got 2.
30 seconds. So kicking off here. Severano and back for the Buffaloes. Again, a short kick. Picks up and down right at the 35-yard line.
Again, Robin. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. The Buffaloes have a 21-point deficit to make up. I formation, wide receiver to the near side, slot man right. That's Severano. There's a handoff up the middle to Catney, and Catney gets hit immediately, and Robinson, great field position.
Yes, they have. If they could get another quick score here, I think that would build their confidence again.
Wide receiver to the far side, slot man left. That being Severano. There's a snap. He goes back. It's going to be a pass. And the man open. Intercepted. Intercepted out there. But 4 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in this first half. Robinson on top, 27-6. Robinson in full house backfield. Slot man right. Man in motion. He rolls back. He's going to pass it. And caught for a 1st and 10.
Down.
Boy, great territory down on the 44-yard line. Double slot. Single back. Long count. There's a snap. He rolls back. He's going to pass it again. There's a flag down as he overthrew his man.
I'm sure that
they called it.
You get the score as many penalties they've got.
They're working twice as hard for their score. Wide receiver to the near side, slot man to the left. There's a snap. He's going to go back and pass it again. It's going to be a screen up the middle. It's caught. And he's up to the 50, the 45, down to about the 40, 37-yard. Robinson. 2 minutes and 54 seconds left to go. Robinson with a full backfield. Unbalanced right, wide receiver to the near side. He hands off to his right halfback, and he's close to first down territory. Very, very. It's going to bring a third and about a half a yard. He hands it up to the fullback, and he gets a 1st and 10 and about another 4 yards with a huge lead. There's a handoff to the fullback up the middle. He gets hit once, twice. Now everybody, they can move quick. Wide receiver to the far side. On the option, he goes out. He pitches out at the last second. Great pitch, and he breaks one tackle and almost down. I think he got a 1st and 10 out of that one.
First down.
And we're almost at halftime. There's a snap. He goes back. He's going to pass it. He rolls out to his left. There's a pass high, almost completed. Full house backfield. Wide receivers to both sides. A long count. They're set. Man in motion goes up, gets set on the line of scrimmage. The wide receiver to the right steps back. Man in motion right. He goes out for the pitch. Quarterback keeps it and picks up about 5 yards.
Option play out there.
They execute that very well. That brings up a 3rd and 5. There's a handoff. Receiver to the near side and a split man right. Stacked backfield. There's a snap. It's going to be a quick pass, and it's caught and a pitch back on a flea flicker. Touchdown, Robinson.
I hope you got that.
As Georgetown's getting a taste of their own medicine from last week.
Yes, they are.
Really dominated the first half of action here in Georgetown.
Now they're going to go for the extra point. This time there's a bad snap, goes back, he picks it up, and he's hit immediately. And that's going to be
5-4-4, 7-4-4-8. Picked up at the 35.
And back here at Georgetown Ridge Farm High School, the kill position in the 1st and 10. On a gamble in the first half, that's cost them a couple of touchdowns. Wide receivers to the near side of the field. There's a snap, a pitch out to Brown off to the left side, and Brown's hit right at the line of scrimmage, but he picks up about 3 or 4 yards of flag down. 3 guys, and that's exactly what they're calling face mask against. We'll do that next week, won't we? 1st and 10, Georgetown Ridge Farm, and they're going to take over possession on a 42-yard line of Robinson. I formation. Holy Cross up over the ball. Man in motion to the near side of the field. There's a snap, and Holy Cross is going to pass and flag down on the field, and he's sacked. Let's take a 2-minute time. Deep. For Robinson is true blood. There's the kick. All the way down, take it on the 10-yard line. He's at the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35. He's hit and finally brought down on the 38-yard line. On a great return out there.
Well, let's hope that Coach Edwards got the Buffaloes fired up here at halftime.
Wide receivers to the near side of the field. Slot man left. There's a snap. Hands it off to his fullback up the middle. He's up to the 45, the 50-yard line down to the 40. Full house backfield. Wide receiver to the near side of the field. Now they're going to split left. Single set back. Slot man to the left. 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field. We're on a long count on the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Robinson. There's a fumble. It's picked up by Georgetown. He's down to the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Touchdown. Possible. Although it's very rare to see a team come back with that much of a deficit. 11 minutes and 5 seconds left to go. The Buffalo's going to go for 2 points. Up over the ball. I formation, man in motion to the left. And there's the flag line out there for Robinson. There's Charlie half on the left guard there. Long count, I formation. Wide receiver to the right side of the field. There's a snap, hand off to Brown, and Brown's in for 2 points. Wayne 33-14. Robinson, we've got it very, very quickly. Off the defense scored with 11 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. It's still Robinson 33. Now Georgetown Ridge Farm has 14. There's the kick. It's a low squibbler off the left side, taken down around the 25-yard line, the 30, the 35, the 40, and he's hit, and he fumbled the ball. But I think Robinson's recovered. Wilmot Seymour as they advance in the playoffs. Well, 2 minutes and 58 seconds left to go. There's a snap, hands off to his fullback, and he's hit it right at the line of scrimmage, but he drags him forward. Again, the quarterback getting his instructions, his plays, audibles from the line of scrimmage. Unbalanced right side. A long count, there's a snap, hands it off to his fullback up the middle, and he gets all the way up close to first down yardage, cross midfield again. Unbalanced right, wide receiver right. There's a snap, hands it to his fullback again, and he picks up the first 10. He gets down to the 45-yard line.
Filled that hole up with the couple linebackers.
Robinson's had the fullbacks carried it 3 times in a row now, and he's going to take it as long as he's given it, and he's handed it off to him again. He punches it up the middle. He gets all the way about a 5-yard pickup, and it's going to bring up a...
Ken's back after being out 3 games with a broken arm.
Unbalanced right. Robinson, there's a handoff off to the right side, a big hole over there, and a 1st and 10. 33-yard line of Georgetown. Again, unbalanced right. Full house formation, hands it off to his fullback. Boy, he's hit right there. It didn't hurt him all. He's a big boy. Going to be second. About 7 yards for Robinson. He hands off to the right side, unbalanced right, and he picks up about 3 or 4 yards, gets it all the way down to the 25-yard line. 25-yard line. Wide receiver to the near side of the field. Unbalanced left. Full house backfield. There's a snap, hands it off to his fullback, and I believe he's got the first down. I think he did. He had to get down to the 25-yard. Wide receiver to the near side, unbalanced left. Full house backfield. Long count, there's a snap off to the right side. It's a pitch out right. He's down to the 15-yard line, about the 14-yard line for his driven out and 3 for the Maroons. On the 14-yard line, man in motion to the near side. Finds a hole off to about the 9.5-yard line. Which unbalanced left, wide receiver to the near side of the field on a long count. They get set. There's a snap. He hands it off to his fullback up the middle, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage. Picks up.
Spun around there and got a couple more yards out of it.
Hepburn and Catney, the 2 leading tacklers out there for the Buffaloes, and they're going to call a timeout. Senior at that. Wide receiver to the near side. We're ready to go. And for the first time, we see an off formation of the off the right, and the quarterback could have been sacked and let go out there. 3rd for the touchdown for the Maroons. They come out wide to the right, unbalanced left, and he hands off to the right side of the line, and there was a hole that even I could have walked through, Larry.
Yeah, that was a big hole.
Of course, when you have Brett Parker out there, 240 pounds, you can do this sort of thing. They're going for 2. The quarterback keeps it off to the left side. Walks
all that big size up front next year, so.
And welcome back for the kickoff. There's a kickoff. It's a low squibbler. It's going to be taken by the Buffaloes on the 45-yard line. It goes right, goes left. And he gets it back to about the 44-yard line. High formation, wide receiver to the near side of the field. And it's a 6-man front there for the Maroons. Silverado in motion to the left side. Hand off to Brown up the middle, and Brown makes it to the line of scrimmage and picks up. Buffaloes come up over the ball. Wide receiver to the far side. Slot man left. Setbacks. Balance line, there's a snap, pitch out to Brown off the left side. Brown's across the 50, the 45, it cuts back to the right, he brings another tackle. Looking for a block, he picks his block, he's down to the 40, the 35, the 30-yard line. They're going to bring the 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line into Robinson territory. There's a snap, it goes off to Severano off the left side, and he's caught immediately. Yeah. Went outside right now. So that's going to be a 2nd and about 11 for the Buffaloes. High formation, wide receiver to the far side, Severado slot left. Brown, the tailback. Severado in motion to the near side of the field. And Holy Cross slips and falls hand to man with Severado. Severado slot right, wide receiver to the near side, I formation. Severado goes in motion to the left. Holy Cross back to pass, and he's going to get caught and sacked way back on the 30. And 10,000 yards for 1st and 10. Now, the Buffaloes are going to punt it, of course. There's a snap. It's a good one. It's up, and it's going to be taken on about the 30-yard line where it takes a bounce all the way down to about the 22. Boy, what a great kick. And quarter, 41-14, Robinson over the Buffaloes. There's a snap. It goes to a fullback.
On the right side there in the back.
Full house backfield. And the balanced line. The Buffaloes now in a 5-4 defense. Man in motion to the right side. There's a snap. He hands it off to his right half, and he's hit. So Robinson comes out. Fullback out, and he options it off to the right. He's going to be hit, but he's going to be awfully close. If he didn't make the first down, I'll be surprised. I think it's going to be a first. Robinson with two. Now they're going to shift. Right, unbalanced right. There's a snap off to the fullback, off to the right side, and he's hit right at the... I keep wanting to call him Aaron. Aaron's his brother. That's Alan, the youngest of the Hepburn brothers. Full house backfield. Georgetown on 5-4 defense. Wide receiver to the near side. Hand off up to the middle. He's across the 50, down to the 45, down close to the 40-yard line, on about the 42-yard. And Robinson in any more advantages. At the end of the third quarter, it's Robinson 40. Robinson 14, Georgetown Ridge Farm. Robinson with the ball on the 42-yard line. That's Georgetown Ridge Farm 42-yard line, and they got a movement approachment. It was a illegal. Robinson in a full house backfield. Georgetown in a 5-4 defense and a balanced line. A long count. There's a snap, fumble, the ball still loose. I don't know who's got it yet, but they're signaling Robinson got it back.
My feet are frozen to this spot.
I got my feet up here on your heater. 2nd and 15, Robinson. And a full house backfield balance line man motion to the right. And he goes back, he's going to pass it. Hey, swing pass out there. Oh, what a hit. What a hit out there. 17 for Robinson with a slot man both right and left, wide receiver to the near side of the field. And a timeout called by Robinson, as we've got a confusion, I think, in their
service charges. Mike now, there's no service charges. I don't know what he's doing. The first Robinson savings and loan in Robinson deposits federally insured for £100 and back by the credit of the United States
After the timeout, the Maroons a bit confused. Hargreaves with the ball, back to throw, puts it down over the middle, and it is incomplete throw.
and 40-yard line, deep for the Buffaloes, Severado and Brown. On a long count. It goes back even further. They're, of course, one of those kind of plays you want to draw everybody offside. There's a snap. There's the kick. It's up. Going to be taken by Brown on the 15, the 20, the 25, up to the 30, the 35, the 40, and he's finally brought down on about the 37-yard line.
Well, he had a couple.
In the name of Louis Hardrick and Brandon Trueblood. And Jacob Baxter, the fullback, coming right at the Buffalo. There's a pitch back to Brown. He's going to pass it. Got a man way downfield. Oh, he slipped and fell before he got to the... 2nd and 10, Georgetown Ridge Farm, I formation. Slot man right, wide receiver right. There's a snap. He turns around. Boy, he's net immediately. I don't know. They've got the ball on the 37-yard line.
put their backs in the backfield this time.
There's a pitch back to Brown off to the right side. Brown breaks one tackle. He heads ahead into another one, and they bring him down, and he picks him. We've got clean jerseys, I think, up on both sides. There's a snap.
Look for a lateral here.
Look for a lateral. He caught it. Blow.
Oh,
Man,
boy.
was he hit out here.
In the game, you got to go for it, though.
Yep. He's got nothing to lose except another touchdown. So Robinson comes out in the full house backfield, hands it off to his fullback up the middle, and they're going to eat up the clock, and we've got a flag down. It's going to be against Georgetown, of course. Hand it off to his fullback again, and Robinson.
They got 3 new set of backs in the backfield.
Well, now's the time to save your backs because they're going to be playing next week, no doubt about it. Hands off to his right halfback up to the right side. It's in a full house backfield, that wide receiver to the left side. There's a snap, hands off to his left halfback. He breaks one tackle, 2 tackles, and he's going to make a 1st and 10 down to about the 12. 1st and 10. And the ball's resting on the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 13 for Robinson. There's a snap. He hands it off to his left halfback on a straight dive, and he picks up about 3 or 4. Mercifully eating up the clock. Full house backfield. Wide receiver to the left side. We've got all kind of new ball players out there for Robinson. There's a snap. Hands it off his right halfback. He breaks off to the right. He picks up about 5 or 6 yards close. 3rd and 1. Robinson for a 1st and 10, or a 1st and goal. There's a snap. He hands it off to the right side. There's a fumble. Fell on by the Buffaloes, and it's going to be a touchback ball. And mercifully, the coaching staff from Robinson has put in all kind of formation. Wide receiver to the far side. Hands it off to Wayne Brown. Off to the right side. He picks up about... He's going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards. Full host. There's a fumble. And who's going to get it? Everybody's got a chance at it. Robinson's got it.
In a position to get the ball.
Pitched behind him, and it was just a free ball. And Robinson 1st and 10. That's a handoff, flags down everywhere. That's the only for the field, full house backfield. And I think we've got too many men in the backfield over on Robinson's side.
Loose
There's
ball.
a fumble, I believe. Wow, what's going on? It's those people close to us that's doing the same thing we're doing. There's a snap, hands off to the fullback, and he breaks one tackle and still picks up
These, but they really can't do no wrong.
and the wishbone. Wide receiver to the far side. He hands off to his left halfback on a straight dive, and they're just running out the clock, and they can't bring him down. Down 41-21. 4th and about 1 yard. Robinson's going to go for it. There's a snap, hands it off to his left half, and he's going to make it.
He's got it.
1st and 10 Robinson. Left to go in this game. And Robinson's second team, or reserves, are now close to knocking on the door again. There's a snap off to his left half, off the right side, left side.
He picked
and
up
he's competition.
That's true. And they've got to be good because they're the ones that's going to be doing it next year.
Yeah. 2nd and 9. They carry it right up the middle again with a fullback. Georgetown Ridge Farm now has a bunch of replacements out there, younger people, so they can say they played in the state playoffs too. A minute left to go in this game on a long count. 3rd and 3. They roll out to the left, and he's going to be met out there right at the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to try to do anything.
I think they can just sit on the ball now.
They just want to set on the ball and mercifully get out of here while they still got all their fingers and toes left from this cold weather. There's a snap, hands it off to his left fullback. He breaks one tackle, breaks two tackles. And I hand him to them like they did to Westville last week, Larry. So they're getting a taste of their own medicine, I think.
That's true.
41-14. And they get the ball off. There's a snap. Flags go down everywhere. I don't think he made the yard line. But it's still a 1st and goal with 1 second left. There's the end of the game.